Greetings, people of the internet. This is Cardiacs, and today is another video, and I am very sleepy. My eyes just really want to stay shut. Anyway, I am awake reluctantly, and I am working on this video. This video actually is kind of a special one because this is an illustration for my friend's book, but it's special because she got to watch it in real time while I was drawing it, and she was able to tell me what she wanted, what she didn't want, etc. And it was really cool because it was a lot easier than the other illustrations were because I would have to send her sister's phone updates for tweaks I made because she doesn't have a phone that will open photos. So it took a while to get any significant progress done with that kind of system, I guess. And since I went over to her house to work on this, she got to watch it in real time as well as to cut out the need for borrowing her sister's phone. It was interesting being watched, actually, but I didn't have that hard of a time with it because when I was younger, I swear I used to have this kind of sixth sense in that whenever someone was watching me draw, it was like I could feel them watching, and I'd get kind of nervous. And sorry, I'm sleepy, so I'm groggy. Um, and I would probably like look up at them, and yeah, but it was pretty easy actually with Ginger watching. I didn't have any self-consciousness going on. It was just me and the program. Although I did look at her and ask if she wanted anything to be changed many times because I was very aware of her being there, just not in a nervous way. I just feel like I know the feeling of being watched when you're working on artwork is kind of unsettling, but it can also be kind of fun, I guess, in kind of a performance way. Like, so many people kind of find it really interesting and fascinating to watch somebody else draw, and I like watching speed paints, especially if they're ones like mine, in which the artists will talk over it. Because like I used to like watching speed paints in which the audio was music and just music, but that kind of got boring after a while. And of course, with the copyright stuff, I don't really want to use popular songs in my speed paints because if I did that, then I'd possibly get in trouble for it, and nobody wants that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Uh, I was talking about being watched, I guess. I think. It's just I find that it's something that one would have to get over in order to kind of grow as an artist. I really want to start doing more videos that are more like out and about, like when I'm going to get groceries and stuff. I can stop by the park and do a quick doodle or something. It feels like the studio, quote unquote, is kind of draining my creativity, kind of. Like, it's just, I've been drawing most of my stuff in my room, which it doubles as my studio, So it's just kind of like I need a change of pace, a change of location to kind of be inspired a little bit more. So I hope to do that more often, and who knows, maybe I'll be able to lug my camera equipment out and about with me as well, and then take some video of the surroundings so I can have a little bit more of a varied visual in my videos. Anyway, as I visited with Ginger, I also got to meet her sister's dogs, and there are 3 of them, and they are cute. 2 of them are just the fluffiest things, and then the other one is just the mouthiest thing. I enjoyed them all, though. One of them was very friendly and sweet, but he didn't let me pet him. Like, I would have to reach toward him very slowly in order to not make him run away. And if I did manage to go slow enough, then he would just lick my hand, and it was cute. It's just Ginger said that apparently one of the dogs is a herding dog, a mixture of 2 herding dogs, and the other 2 are poodles. So it's a fitting because the poodles look like sheep. Uh, I just imagine the herding dog just kind of herding the poodles around like they're sheep. It's cute. And it's so interesting for me being around smaller dogs because I'm used to the big ones I have. I have 2 German Shepherds, and the herding mixed breed that Ginger's sister has is like half the size of my smaller German Shepherd in terms of weight, that is, because he is 40 pounds and my German Shepherd is 80 pounds. And the girl I have is just over 100 pounds. So, gives you an idea just how strange it is for me to see smaller dogs. Another friend of mine named Megan, she has Yorkies, and one of them is 7 pounds and the other one is 5 pounds, and both of them combined is just the size of one of my cats. So, yeah. Those things are they're just like rats. They're just so small. I don't have anything against rats as pets, but I mean, they're just so small. And lately I've been wearing flip-flops a lot, so whenever I go over to her house and her teeny little dogs will sniff me, and I'll just get tickled because of their little bitty dog noses, as well as all of their fluff, because they are really fluffy. I am so sleepy. Oh my goodness, I am so sleepy. Okay, moving on. So Inktober is coming up soon, and I'm hoping to make a new sketchbook for myself, like a really small one that is just for Inktober, because I did it last year because I've been doing a daily video lately, or not daily video, daily artwork every day since last September. My cat is trying to get my attention, and I'm trying to make her stop. So if I sound not quite here, then that's why. Um, so I want to make a specific sketchbook for Inktober, and I'm hoping to have the drawings I do for Inktober all be related to Halloween, because I don't do many monster things or anything remotely gory other than things for Ginger's book, as you will see later when the blood starts getting painted in. So I want to kind of fix that. I want to play around with things and see where I can go. I also have some paper, some toned paper, and I haven't broken it out yet to try and see if I like it. So I will probably use a mixture of it as well as some Canson XL mixed media paper, because I know I'm not going to want to use the entire month to just sketch in pens, because that's been one of my favorite mediums for the past year. The majority of my sketches, if I didn't add much color or anything, they were pretty much all done with pen. So I kind of don't want to just limit myself to that. So I'll probably have ink, but I'll probably use tools that I have neglected for the past year. For example, I have ink bottles. So that's one thing. I have a bunch of ink bottles actually. One time Michael's was having a sale, so I went a little crazy and I got several Speedball brand ink bottles. I'll also have a dip pen somewhere. Break that out too. So anyone else watching this interested in doing Inktober? If so, please let me know, because I would like to get some inspiration for that as well. I got an Inktober box from Arts Next last year, and it was kind of cool, but they had a sticker and I didn't use it. So if I can find it, I actually think it's like right above my desk. Let's see if I can. Yep, that's it. So I have an Inktober sticker that I can put on the sketchbook that I dedicate to Inktober this year, because last year I had several sketchbooks that I drew in for Inktober. And it was I kind of like the idea of having one sketchbook for a certain type of challenge, just to keep it all together. And I'm running out of ideas for this. Okay, so I guess we're getting close to the blood in the video. And my cat keeps headbutting my hand. I don't know why. But, like I said before, I don't do blood very often, but in this one, I hope, and I'll probably have it in the title, but cringe warning. This character has kind of lost his eye, so there is quite a bit of blood streaming down his face. I don't know if it's realistic, and Ginger wasn't sure either. But I feel like if anything, there should be more blood. But I wanted it to be clear that the blood was dripping down the face, I guess, because blood blood kind of streams. It doesn't really just waterfall out. It'll choose, I think, a few strands, I guess, that stream down through. And I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm too sleepy for this. I just wanted to get this done because it's kind of a longish video and my brother is not home right now. And I want to be as courteous as I can with him, so that when I'm doing a video, especially a long one, I can upload it when he's not home or when he's asleep or something, so that he doesn't get disrupted with his own doings. And why does this cat always have to bother me when I'm recording something? Almost always when I'm recording something, or when I'm typing something, when I'm working on something. Always. Never fails, it seems. Ugh. This cat. Anyway, I think I enjoyed this illustration quite a bit, and I don't do snow very often, but I kind of figured it out. Like when I did that first video for Ginger's book illustrations with Theron and Becca holding hands in the snow, I looked at pictures for inspiration and then I just kind of winged it. And I like how it came out, but I noticed that I seem to be getting better at it as I go on with these illustrations. So her illustrations are pretty detailed and quite action-packed, I guess. But I really like them because they force me out of my element and force me to create things that I probably otherwise wouldn't try just because I'd be afraid of failing too much. So of course, since I gave them a try, I find that I actually really enjoy doing this. At this point, Ginger suggested that I draw an arm in the background, so I did that. And it didn't really come out how I wanted it to, but it's good enough. She said it looked like an arm from far away, so why not? Leave it as it is. As a whole, I think I liked this illustration, but I just feel like there's something missing, kind of. Maybe the background is just a little bit too white, even though it's supposed to be snow. I think that's why I insisted on adding a tree in the upper right corner. Since it's a snowy area, there isn't a whole lot of foliage, but I figured might as well have a tree in there just because this scene happens in a somewhat similar area as the last illustration I did with it's called Carver's Demise. And I had a bunch of trees in that one. They're all pine trees, I think. I need to practice drawing different trees. This seems like kind of a boring goal, but I'll practice things. Just yeah. Stop doodling women's faces and instead I'll draw like trees or something. I need to start drawing with reference more often. I'm so sleepy. Um anyway, yeah. I noticed that all of these illustrations I've been doing for Ginger seem to have very similar color schemes. Like it's mostly browns and reds with a little bit of blue and purple for shading, kind of. And then for the background, it's pretty much the same, but with a bit of green with the trees. Yeah, so I think it's kind of fitting for a series. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you like this, please click the links on the screen, and if you didn't, then I'm sorry for putting you through this agony. Have a nice day. Bye!